Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we are making a Spam sandwich. You are not going to want to miss this one. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. I am your charming host, Chef John Politte. And if this is your first time watching, or you just want to learn how to make awesome food, or maybe even start your own cooking channel, then go ahead and do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button right there, and then click on that notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload new content. All right, well, you clicked on this video to watch me make a Spam sandwich. So let's head into the kitchen and see what we're going to be doing. All right, our list of ingredients here, of course, is going to start out. We're going to be using Spam. Got some spinach here, tomato, onion, some horseradish cheddar cheese, the bread, and eggs. And that's all we're going to use. Let's head into the kitchen, see how we're going to make it. All right, first thing we're going to do is take our onion and our Spam, and we're just going to cut this up and fry it up in the pan together and marry those flavors before we start building the other parts of the sandwich. If you've never had Spam, this is in your local grocery store. It's a jellied, kind of cured meat product that's been around since World War II. I've got where I work, if some of you don't know, I'm a chef and dining director in a senior living place, and some of the guys that I take care of every day actually work for the Hormel plant down there in Austin, Minnesota. So we have this quite a bit where I work. All right, I'm just going to start chopping this up, and then we'll get it into the pan. Okay, well, I've got the onions and the Spam going in the pan. We're just going to cook this until that Spam gets a little color and the onions are translucent. Meanwhile, we're going to cut up our cheese and the tomato and get ready to make the sandwich. Well, this is a horseradish cheddar. It has got the wonderful flavor of horseradish. If you like horseradish, it does smell just like it. This will pair nicely with that Spam that we're using. I'm just going to cut off enough to cover up both slices of the bread once we get them into the pan, because we're going to make kind of a grilled cheese out of this. Cut enough, and then you got one extra right there. I'll put that aside, and then we're going to cut up our tomatoes. Let me just flip this a little bit. We'll cut our tomato too. I'm just going to cut this into a fine dice. I'm just going to cut this into a normal dice, because it's going to break down a little bit, because we're going to throw it right in there with that Spam and those onions in that pan and let them cook together. Okay, we got our tomatoes cubed, ready to go. We got our cheddar cheese, white horseradish cheddar cheese, ready to get placed upon the bread when we make our grilled cheese. There's our pan of onions and the Spam. I am just going to go ahead and put the tomatoes right in there, and we're going to let that cook. I'm going to try to flip these with one hand while I film with the other. All right. There you go. I'm going to let this all break down, get some color to it, and then we'll start building the grilled cheese over here in this pan. It smells fantastic, folks. We have got some color on that Spam. The tomatoes and the onions are breaking down. Now I'm going to add some spinach in here and let this cook down before we head to the next step. All right, a couple of eggs. I'm going to do 3. What I'm making is for about 2 sandwiches, so let's just go ahead and do 4 eggs. That way each sandwich has 2 eggs each. And then we're just going to whip these up and have them ready to go. All right, we've got lovely color on the Spam. The tomatoes and the onions are translucent and tender. The spinach is wilted. I'm going to turn down the heat and let this just simmer. We are going to add our eggs But before we do that, I want to start our grilled cheese in this pan right here. And I'll use butter. I like putting the oil right in the pan and then throwing my bread on it. You've seen me do that countless times. In fact, I'm going to put a card right here that shows another grilled cheese that I made over where I work. It's tomato and olive tapenade with some tomatoes in there. It's pretty good. All right, put the bread right in there. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to let that just, I've got it on a medium heat. I'll put the cheese on there. I got the cheese on there. We're going to let that melt. Meanwhile, let's hit back over here. Turn our heat back up on these. And add our egg. So we're just going to stir this up until the eggs are set and holds everything together. We want to make sure those eggs are done though. So I'll just keep stirring this and we'll come back and put it onto the sandwich. Alright, there we got our eggs are set. Everything looks good, smells fantastic. We have our cheese melted without burning the toast because when you cut cheese that thick, it's kind of hard to relegate the heat. But I'm going to take right here, I have got our copious amounts of the Spam and egg mixture that I've made. We are just going to put this together. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and plate this up, take some wonderful pictures of it for social media, find some great music to lay underneath that on the score on the timeline, and then we will come back and give it a taste. So don't go away. Alright, well there it is. There's the sandwich. See how gooey that is with that dripping off there like that. And you can see everything in there. It looks fantastic. I'm going to take a bite of this, but first I need to set up my tripod. Alright, well there it is. Again, for your viewing pleasure. You see the Spam, you see the egg, spinach. There's some tomato right there. It smells fantastic. Well, here we go with a bite. Wow, man alive, that is really, really good. That horseradish has got a little bit of a sting to it. All the flavor in there is the gooey cheese, the horseradish, the Spam, the mouthfeel of that tender Spam, the onion. You can taste it all, and the egg kind of brings it all together and gives it another layer of flavor and texture. So I got quite a bit left over there. I got more than two. I thought I'd get 2 sandwiches. I'm probably going to get about 4 out of that, but no big deal. It didn't cost a whole lot for this meal. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Thanks a lot for watching. We made a Spam sandwich. All right, well, I've got this recipe right down there in the description box, and there's also some other things I'd like you to check while you're down there. 1, I've left 2 links down there for my e-commerce store where I sell my seasonings, spices, and herb blends. 2, if you're a YouTuber and you are a creator, then you need to check that TubeBuddy link. Go ahead and hit that. That will give you the views and the subscribers that you need to make your show a success. And then 3, all my affiliate links for all my equipment that I use are down there as well. They are affiliate links, so I do get a little bit of a cut every time somebody buys something that I recommend. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so yet. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Leave us a comment down below. And then make sure you share this video and this channel with everybody you know. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on It's Only Food. Take care. Bye-bye.